Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. So, you've read the title. We are going to settle the beef, the drama with Larry, the Batman fan. So, I'm going to go ahead and say my piece on this matter first, and then I'll go ahead and let some guests on. Okay, so, Larry, I know you believe that watching R rated movies is a sin, which I personally don't understand why. So, you just need to accept that not everyone's going to think the same way you do. And there's no actual proof that watching R rated movies is bad or it's a sin. We've talked about this. But hey, you can have your own opinions. You've made your choices to stay away from R rated films. And hey, if that's how you want to roll, then that's your decision at the end of the day. But my issue is especially um, is how you twist the Bible around to make it suit what you want it to say, especially regarding R-rated films. And there's other subjects as well that you kind of twist the word of God around about. Hey, what's up, Jay Cena? Dude, that's impossible. He's gonna go back on his word. He might. We'll see. Hello, Andrew Bebe. Hey, what's up, Christian Perez? It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. These past couple of years have kind of just been for me, but you know, it is what it is. This stream is going to be pointless to settle with Larry because of his egotistical, narcissistic behavior. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I am going to be having some guests on, so, and they're going to say their piece on this. Larry is so bizarre. Overly religious people are nut jobs. Sorry to be so blunt, but it's true. Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, what's up, Ted Yellow? Gino Morgan, how's it going? Is Larry coming on live? Probably not, knowing him. But hey, what's up, Ridge? But yeah, that's kind of my issue is how you twist the Bible around to make it suit your narrative and how you think that watching R-rated movies is bad and it's a sin, which is just it's foolishness, honestly. And here's something else too that I wanted to bring up. So, when it comes to movies in general, I've I've went over this with you before, but it's not the rating you should be watching out for. It's the content that's in the film. Now, yes, would I say that most of the movies you should avoid are in the R rating? Yes, but that doesn't mean that the R rating itself is bad or it should be avoided, you know? I think at the end of the day you just have to be wise with what you're choosing to watch, regardless of the rating. There's There's PG-13 movies, like what Rich said here. Exactly. Yeah, like PG-13 movies have that stuff. Hello, Sonia. Once Larry has an opinion, it is set in stone. Yeah, unfortunately, seems like the case. I'm glad you think so, Gino. I'm very well spoken and educated. I try to be. Yeah. But pretty soon here, I'll be letting the first guest on so he can say his piece on this matter. All right, so the first link has been sent out. Andy Kishore, how's it going? But pretty much it's just been an endless cycle, and I've talked with the individual who is the first guest, and he's in agreement that this is kind of getting old. Like this whole thing about how Larry is complaining to me about how, oh, you shouldn't watch R-rated movies, and I don't watch them because I have morals, and that's kind of offensive because it's like, because you want to know how I take that. I take it as him saying, well, Zach, you're not as good as a Christian as I am, and you don't have morals like I do because, see, I'm a better Christian, and because I don't watch R-rated movies. So, it's just ridiculous. Like that doesn't mean that I lack morals just because I'm okay with R-rated movies for the most part. Yeah, I, I know. I get what you're saying, Andy. Rated R movies are actually good. I guess Larry, a grown man, sticks to rated G. Yeah. And his whole thing about how, like, there's people in R-rated movies that use the Lord's name in vain, like GD, for instance. Like, you do realize that there's even PG movies that contain that word. Like, not even PG-13. I'm talking just PG, you know? But like I said in that last video I did on Larry, I mean, it's it shouldn't be a deal breaker. Like, you should just be able to roll your eyes and just go about your day and just enjoy the rest of the movie. Maybe that's something that I don't agree with either. Maybe there's certain phrases or certain words that some characters use that I don't exactly agree with either, but like I said, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. It's something that you should just be able to look past. I remember watching R-rated movies for the first time. Yeah. I want to say that my first R-rated movie was Rambo: First Blood. I think, if that is even rated R. One F word can be a difference between PG-13 and R. Yeah, that's true. I don't think that word offends him as much, though. I don't know, but I am waiting on the first guest to arrive, so we'll see. But basically, to sum up what I think of all of this is basically just Larry. Obviously, there's people that are Christians that are okay with watching R-rated movies, so you should be asking yourself why that is. But here's the thing. After this, I'm not going to do any more content on you because it's just going to be a repeated cycle. And if you don't want to change your mind, then that's your choice. Like I said earlier, if if you want to stay away from R-rated movies, that's your choice. But I mean, I think that's ridiculous, and I think that makes you look like a stick in the mud because let's say you have a friend that you know, like it's movie night or something. Like you and your buddy, you're going to go to the movie theater, and you decide to see this one movie, but you say, "Oh, well, I can't see that because it's rated R," or "Oh, I can't see that because there's there's a character that uses the GD word or something." Like it's not gonna it's not gonna fly that well, basically. Like, I mean, look, I get that I don't have that many like in person friends either, but like that's that's gonna seal the deal for a lot of people. Like that's gonna make them think, well, this guy ain't gonna be that fun to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? So this is all stuff to just consider. All right. And I'm sure I'll think of more things to say about this matter, more so in a theological sense, because there's a lot to cover when it comes to this topic. I remember watching the Rambo films for the first time. Those were rated R. Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, they were. Some rated R media having an emphasis on gross hour being plain nasty. Like I see where he's coming from with that. Like a South Park character taking on a screen. I can live without. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's R-rated films that I'm not okay with watching. Um, like the X trilogy, for example. I mean, I've only ever seen the first one, but it's like I already know what to expect from the other ones. I doubt it's going to be any different than the first one because of at least as far as the type of content it contains. So when Larry says that, oh, uh, you're okay with people watching any R-rated movies, I never said that. I just I just think the majority of them are okay. Passion of the Christ is rated R, directed by Mel Gibson. Great film, directed by Mel Gibson. The sequel will most likely be rated R. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, and that's always the example that I give. Interesting that Terminator 1 through 3 were rated R, and For Salvation was rated PG-13. Yeah, I noticed that. That is interesting. When will Larry ever learn? Yeah, who knows? I don't know. But I've talked with my friend about this, but he agrees that this is kind of getting tiring at this point. Well, I hope that the first guest joins soon. Yeah, exactly. Also, most R-rated movies, adult scenes last like 20 seconds, so you can just close your eyes for a second. Yeah, exactly. If it really does bother you that much, you could just close your eyes for a bit, you know? Your boy Joseph, evil dies tonight. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is just it's getting old. And like I said, this will be the final thing that I do on Larry unless unless something else comes up because knowing him, but I guess we'll see. I usually skip those scenes not for my moral reasons, but just because I'm watching it for the movie, not that stuff. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes total sense. All right. Well, we might have to change plans because the first guest I planned on joining isn't exactly joining right now, so we'll go ahead and invite the third guest and have him be the second guest. All we can do right now is if Larry continues his stupidity is just ignore him. That's exactly what I'll do. Yeah, Fair enough. That's probably what I'll do too. And if he keeps making videos like about how, oh, R-rated movies are bad, just let people laugh at him. You know, I wonder how Larry would justify Once Upon a Deadpool, the PG-13 movie of Deadpool 2. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that one. That's what I did, laugh at trolls. Yeah. And I will admit, when it comes to me personally, sometimes I do have a difficult time ignoring things. Like if I see something I don't like, typically I do call it out or call them out or whatever the case may be. Larry just did his Nintendo 64 collection, which of course is an hour long, but that's a common with a lot of videos nowadays. Oh yeah. No, that I don't care about those. I don't care if Larry wants to do those type of videos. That's fine. But it's just some of the things he says are kind of like, really, dude? Does Larry play M-rated games? Yeah, he does, which is another thing. It's like Larry has like a different set of standards for video games than he does movies for some reason. Like M-rated games are okay, but movies no. The R-rated movies that is, which is basically the equivalent of like M-rated games. I mean, if it's just because he likes video games more than movies, then just say that. I mean, I don't agree with that, but if that's his philosophy, you know, then just say it. It's better to just say, well, I give a pass to M-rated games for this reason and that reason. If Larry play M-rated games, why does he bash someone who watch R-rated? That doesn't make sense whatsoever. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you nailed it right there, Ridge. In an R-rated movie, you're watching the sin. In an M-rated game, you're committing the sin. So I'd say M-rated games are even worse by his logic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I don't know. Playing the playing M-rated game is the same as someone watching an R-rated movie. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. It's like how many guests are going to come on? Well, let me think. I think at least 4 or 5. But yeah, I'm going to have the guests be a surprise though. I don't think I'm going to reveal that just yet. One thing I will defend Larry on is the dude saying stuff about his cat went too far. Yeah. No, I kind of agree with that. Yeah. I mean, basically what I would say about that is two wrongs don't make a right, as the saying goes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. I don't know if that's because like video games are like they're like technically animated, like and like with movies it's unless it's an animated movie, but it's like live action, so it's not as bad or something. I don't know. Exactly, Zach D. Exactly, man. Yeah. Of course, I did hear Larry watches SpongeBob sometimes. He told me that SpongeBob was overrated. Although I'd argue SpongeBob is one of the few kid shows that can be really funny, even as an adult. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Does Larry listen to explicit songs? I don't think he does, but who knows? Hey, what's up, House of Chayton? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm still waiting on the first guest. Is Larry really a Christian? I don't know. You would think with like the way he acts and everything, you would think he's like trolling, but I don't really know. And look, I know that I get that there's different types of doctrines that are being taught in the church and like there's different denominations and stuff. Like and I get that not all believers think alike. I'm fully aware of this, but it's just I think the thing is with Larry is he needs to realize who the if he's really a Christian, who the true enemy actually is, and it's not R-rated films, and it's not swear words or you know like I think there's something greater than that. Like, how about you actually go after the people that are like openly admitting to attacking Christian people? I think Larry is kind of focusing on all the wrong things at the end of the day. You believe he's a fake Christian? Yeah, he might be. Who knows? Okay, so one of my guests did see the link, so we'll see if he comes in. On another topic for a second, I was watching some Chester Bennington tribute videos, and it's so sad. He was asking for help with his music. Yeah, that is sad. I mean, you could definitely hear it with One More Light. Hey, what's up, Saint Bruh? Oh my gosh. I am a Christian. I love to dance with my cat Miles. I'm a triggered SJW. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. You're sorry for being mean to me. Okay. Just doing some shopping for tomorrow's shift. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I was hoping at least one of the guests would be on right now, but I don't know what's taking them so long. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Not much. I'm doing okay, I guess. I mean, more or less the same, but my life's been kind of crazy these past couple of years, so yeah. I want to say I have heard some of his other projects, but I don't really remember much from them. And it looks like we have our first guest backstage. Okay, so please welcome our first guest. Brian delivers you the goods.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, just doing some chores right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still able to talk, just gotta do a few things and then I'll be able to speak my piece on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, with this whole matter, it, it's not that I hate Larry, it's just the things that come out of his mouth sometimes just, it's like, dude, no one's gonna think the way you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have a right to your opinion and we have a right to ours.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't mean that, we're morally wrong because, you know, we do things differently than you and we think a certain way that you don't think.
That's true. And it all comes down to respecting one's opinion at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
And Larry just, I don't know, when we tell him, like, look, I don't want to talk about it kind of stuff. And it's kind of not making me want to agree with you.
Exactly.
It's like, he can't handle that. And it's like, look, if you can't handle that, then you're going to lose a lot of friends.
Right. I mean,
Like,
this is what I tried explaining earlier. Like, with the example that I made, like, if you have a friend that wants to go see a movie, when you go to the theater or something, and Larry says, "Oh, well, it's R rated, so I can't." It's gonna make you look like a wuss, needless to say.
yeah, it's like, look, it's just a movie. You don't have to take it to heart.
Right.
Like, the way I see it, if you do take it to heart, then that's your issue.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, you didn't have to think that way, but okay.
Right.
Yeah.
For a couple days, I had chest pain, more so on the left side. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bruh. Um, I hope that gets
Sorry to
better
hear
for
that.
you. Yeah, Ridge. I remember where I was too when I found that out. I think I was in my room.
Hey, what's up, Ridge? Oh, yeah, that was pretty sad when we found out Chester Bennington passed.
Yeah. I can't even imagine he thinks R-rated movie because people go to violence and oh yeah, that's another thing too. How he kind of bought into that whole like narrative, like oh, violent media makes people violent in real life. Like, dude,
Yeah, that's something that some Baptists usually think. They're like, oh, it's gonna corrupt your mind and it's gonna make you think these evil things. It's like, it's just a fucking film.
right? I mean, how many people actually act upon that? Because
The
of
only reason why there's school shootings is because the people choose to do that.
right. It's like a mental issue. It's not. It has nothing to do with like movies or video games or
And
you
then
know.
some news media say, oh, this person played a fucking game that basically corrupted him and made him go violent towards people. It's like, well, then that person should not have played that game.
Right.
In that sense, yeah, but still, it's not the gaming company's fault that they put it out. It's just the
It's
person,
the
I guess, had
individual.
violent tendencies.
Right. It's just the individual.
Yeah. And that's where I disagree a lot with Larry and how he says that R-rated films are a bad thing.
Larry kind of has the mindset of of a grandmother of the 90s.
Oh, not much, Rage Master. Just filling ice trays. Chores, basically.
Yeah, it's good now, but it scared me for a second. Oh, well, I'm
Give
glad
me a
you're
second.
doing
I'll be
better,
right
bro.
back.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing better, Saint, bruh. Well, the guy that was originally supposed to be my first guest is he's not here right now, so I don't know.
It's just going to be a moment, Zach. My mom's having breathing issues.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just her COPD and all that. But it's all good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, just got to give her something to help her feel better.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everything's well.
Me too. All right, I'll be back.
All right. Did you watch Disney Channel or Nickelodeon growing up? Mostly Nickelodeon. I've only watched very few shows from Disney. Larry doesn't realize that the events of the Bible were beyond R-rated. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things that one of the guests that I'll have on here soon will be explaining. Gee, yeah, thanks, Zach. Oh yeah, no problem. Most Christians today wouldn't survive biblical times. Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm back now.
Oh, okay, welcome back.
Yeah, my mom's doing okay. Just she's been
Well, that's good.
having days basically like I have.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you on that.
And I got in touch with Family Dollar's HR department today.
What'd they say?
You're not gonna believe this.
Oh
So
boy.
they said they're gonna do the income form, but they want to say that it's loss of separation.
What?
That's what they're calling it. And it's like, but it's a loss of income form. I mean, yeah, you can title it like that, but I need the actual loss of income form.
Oh yeah.
Like that, I already gave them my pay stubs already. The last pay stub I gave DCF was the one for April 4th.
Oh, I got you.
And my last check is on the 18th, but that ain't gonna be shit.
I see. That's crazy, man. I mean, that's
I know it's a public stream and I'm talking about it and I shouldn't, but it's just ridiculous.
no, I understand.
No, Jacina. So how do I word this? Um, Basically, it's because I lost my job. I didn't want that to happen, but
Nobody wants to lose their job, at least not in most cases.
oh yeah. And I was trying to see if, yeah, I am too. But things happen, and there's also other opportunities out there. Actually,
Yeah.
for starters, I'm gonna redo the reason why episode and change the thumbnail and the video and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that I necessarily hate Jay Cena. It's just I don't know. I don't necessarily hate him. He's a cool guy. Just
Yeah.
you kind of get where I'm going with that, Zach.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. The new video was going to be about certain YouTube dramas are necessary or unnecessary at times. Was going to be the new video.
Oh, was that going to be on Larry?
I might actually just scrap that and just do a Larry one.
Yeah.
Which honestly, when I had that talk with, um, John Weston, I'll admit there's a part of me that wanted to believe some things he said, but it
Right.
just I'm still contemplating on what I should do right now.
Yeah.
And I guess he was informed that I lost my job.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Which it's unfortunate that I did, but I told him about everything that transpired getting up to that point.
Right. No, I know what it's like, man.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not even mad at Jake anymore. Oh, wait, I can't say the individual's name. I'm not mad at that person anymore. To
Right.
reiterate, I'm mad at the other person.
The manager.
Yep.
Oh, I get you.
I know it's a public platform and all that, but it
Right.
just I don't want to say something that's gonna make it look like, oh, now we're gonna have to sue.
I don't know why they would sue over that.
They'll do anything because they don't want to get blasted on social media.
Right.
Yeah, because HR is watching, corporate's watching.
Well, that
Yep.
my first guest was
Sorry.
supposed to be here by now, but he's
So
kind of
apparently,
slacking.
I had a phone number from a spam number.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fucking spam callers.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. All right. Well, if he's not going to join right now, then I might send the link out to the third guest.
Oh, you mean the person that I talked about a moment ago?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's probably just busy.
All right.
Which
Hold on. Yeah, I just sent uh the link out to the third guest.
oh okay, yeah, he'll probably join. I think it's like few hours behind us. The third guest's time frame is like, I think 12 o'clock.
Maybe? No, because I thought he was like 3 hours. No, I'm trying to think. I thought he was like 3 hours ahead, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
yeah. No, but I'm still trying to get food stamps, and once I get that thing soon, then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that'll
go
help
for.
me out.
Oh yeah, it will help out because they're gonna know that, and I've told them that I don't have income coming from work anymore.
Right.
So I hope I get approved sometime this month.
Oh yeah.
But now I've had to do like surveys. And these ice trays don't stay properly.
Oh, yeah.
So annoying. Like, stay. Like, when it doesn't want to stay, it just tips over. It makes a mess in the freezer. And you know what happens when water stays in a freezer too long?
Oh, yeah, it'll freeze up.
Yeah. Then I have to use like a Q-tip or one of those ice pickers to break it off.
Yeah, I got you.
Fuckery. But yeah, it feels a lot better not having that individual in my house anymore.
Oh, I bet.
Because I knew when he was dealing with that stuff, or I knew he was gonna move out. And now I have to make up the bed from the spare room.
Huh.
Yep, that's my next task, and then I have a little free time.
Oh, I see.
Yep. At least he didn't mess up this dresser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his freaking PC monitor was on this dresser.
Hmm.
I mean, it's fine, but now I gotta go and change the password because if he has access to our internet, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, you might have to change it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change it through the internet provider app. But yeah, I've just been trying to find new work, and one option's out of the question now.
What's that?
FYE.
Why is that out of the question?
They're fully staffed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. That sucks. So it's
Yeah, it
either
is,
I'm gonna have to go to people's houses and ask them if I can cut their grass, which is not a good idea because you never know. Some of them might have guns.
Right. Oh, hey, what's up, Leon? Do you want the link too?
Hey, what's up, Leon?
You know what? I'll go ahead and send it to him just in case he wants to join.
Gino wants to come in.
Yeah, I know. I told him he can.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
Gino's
guess there,
cool.
just in case if anybody else wants to say their piece on this whole thing with Larry.
There's not really much I gotta say, but at the end of the day, Larry's gonna think what he wants,
Yep.
and we'll think what we want. But I'll probably have a video about it on the 13th.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scrap the other one.
Hey, what's up, Gino?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, Gino?
Yep.
You can't. You can hear me good, bro. Y'all don't have no echo, do y'all?
No, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like my phone works good when I don't have no earphones on. It seems like when I have earphones on, I can't hear what y'all saying. But I have my earphones on.
And there's Leon.
Oh, okay.
So,
Leon Carter, a Taplar King.
hey, Gino, what's up?
Is that? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Leon?
Yeah, but when it comes to Larry, I'm not the least surprised that he tried to start shit with you again. I'm honestly not. But then again, should we even be surprised seeing who it is that we're talking about?
Yep.
I will say there was a video I was premiering already about certain YouTube dramas can be necessary or unnecessary at times.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to keep that up or not because there were a few names I mentioned in the video.
Wait, is it up now or?
It's up now. It's just not premiering till next week,
Oh, okay.
next Sunday.
I got you.
Whether you want to keep that up, Brian, that's entirely up to you. Because I'm not one to tell people what they can't do with their channel. You know.
Yeah, guess who thinks? Guess who thinks somebody brainwashed me?
Who?
Guess who think they brainwashed me?
Who?
Eric Menendez.
What?
Eric Melendez think Galton. Eric Melendez think they a Batman fan brainwashed me.
Well, you're not cool with it. That guy anymore. I thought.
Oh no, I'm not cool with him. But I saw his comment on Larry Batman community tab. He said that he said that you brainwashed Gino. That's what he said.
That guy's a fucking idiot. He wouldn't know what brainwashing is if it's slapped in the face. I couldn't take anything he says seriously.
That's Daniel Ralph that Eric brainwashed me. He thought Eric Melendez brainwashed me because I was saying some. I was trying. I kind of was like saying like some stuff like you were saying, but I wasn't like in the right mindset there. I had to follow my own path. Like I'm not racist. I'm not racist like him. He's very like prejudiced. I say not racist, but prejudiced against.
Larry's already established what he said in that video. That's another thing with the whole racism thing. I can't be surrounded with someone like that.
Yeah, that's why I had to cut ties with Eric Menendez.
Yeah, Eric's never.
I didn't like him because he told me to shut up in Arthur's stream one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. He over talks. And sometimes he come in people's streams and changes the whole subject. Like they talking about something. It could be a stream that it could be somebody he knows, like a YouTuber he knows. They talk about relationships. He understands. It's because he's black. It's because he's white. It's like what's the race have to do with it? You talking about relationship? All you got to mention race. We all bleed the same.
Yeah, like I said in your plus how you can tap me, and that dude's never gonna fucking change.
Yeah. Like you need to do something with his life. You don't have nothing to do with his life.
Hey, what's up? That's Lady M Light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Lady M in a while.
Same.
Last year, I think.
Hmm.
It seemed like he, like I said, I told you, Zach D about like he picks. It seemed like he picks. It seemed like Batman fan picks and chooses what he likes or what was ungodly and what's not ungodly.
Yeah, like I forget who mentioned it. I think it was somebody, like they were like, "Oh, well, he's okay with M-rated games, but not R-rated movies." It makes no sense.
Yeah,
It's very hypocritical.
yeah. Like I commented to him, he should just watch PG movies and G-rated movies.
Yeah.
That's all he should watch. Play
Yeah.
E-rated.
If one of you wants to send her the
Yeah,
link,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can.
Yeah, I'll send it to her because I have her on my Discord.
Play
All right.
E-rated, play E-rated games, play nothing but music with jazz and PS
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like Gears of War. Like, there's weird creatures in here.
Oh yeah. Well, Gears of War is a violent game too.
It
He's so
is.
Christian. That's all he should do. This dude,
I don't
jazz.
know if he likes it or not. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, I think he be on you about listening to rock too.
Oh my god, he definitely
Oh, the whole Breaking
criticizes
Benjamin
people.
thing.
I said this is Christian rap. He think it's mumble rap. They talk about the Lord, and he think it's Christian. He think it's mumble rap. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, when it comes to Larry talking about how some metal and all that is devil worshipping music, it's like whatever. It's like this is a form of art in their own way.
Yeah, it's just
I'm not
entertainment.
surprised about that either because there are some Christians I know that actually pull that bullshit. Like I've seen it on social media. I'm like, if you have that much of an issue with it, then why are you listening in the first fucking place?
Right.
Exactly.
All right. See you, Saint Bruh.
Yeah.
Why is he complaining about? Yeah, exactly.
Especially like I listen to heavy metal when I work out. It does keep me hyped.
Oh yeah. Well, it's fitting.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Scorns? Does he think Halo 1 through 3 is violent? Who knows? Larry's a hypocrite, doesn't deserve to be on this platform. And hello, fellas. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Scorns, thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing good too. Just getting things situated for when I get food stamps.
Yeah, I'm doing good myself. Just killing time on the stream until my premiere starts in 3 hours.
I've just been trying to look for other work too.
Yeah, that's something I need to start doing as well.
That's what I do now. That's what I do now on my YouTube videos. I premiere them instead of like uploading them right away.
Yeah, reason I premiere the ones I do on my animation channel because most of them are like an hour long or so, usually 1-2 hours maximum.
Yeah, I might just reshoot the video sometime tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an option I've been doing, but there will be, I think it will be like 16 minutes or so of a video. I remember doing videos for the end of the month or end of the year videos that are like 40 minutes or so. Those are my longest, but most people are like, I don't want to watch 40 minutes. It's like, then you're not going to know
Yeah.
who my album of the year is.
Yep.
It all gets dissected into parts anyway. Hey, what's up, Lady M?
Hey, what's up, lady?
Not much.
What's up, lady? I'm like,
Not much. Just been dealing with life.
yep.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Life is full as a roller coaster full of emotions. You never know where it's going to go.
Oh yeah.
How have you guys been?
Been
I've been
okay.
surviving.
Yeah. Pretty much the same.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking about going into yard work sometime soon. Going back to it again.
I've been good. Just been working out lately.
That's good, Gino.
Yep. Worked out 9 days straight now.
That's cool.
It's also a
Yeah.
good thing.
It's good for the body though, and I be eating healthy too. Well, not too healthy. Every now and then I have a cookie.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, I've been drinking milk, water. Not drinking too much Kool-Aid or dark pop. Really, I just been like on a little diet. I'm not too strict with my diet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the body. I do feel like refreshed and relaxed, and I'm not too like stressed out. Really,
Yeah.
that's a good thing about working less days. You're not too stressed out and too uh overwhelmed.
Hmm.
Because I work outside, and it's like sometimes I always want to go outside because as you feel being outside working, it makes you want to go outside all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to start doing some yard work this week anyway.
I just really want to pull the bed out and just sleep outside.
Mhm. Yeah, but Brian, what will you do in like the winter time? Like, because obviously yard work won't need done then.
That's true.
I mean, it's a good like temporary thing, but like,
Yeah, it's mostly going to be a temporary thing because um, I'm going to run out of options come winter, and then I'll just
yeah,
be working a store for a good month or two. I don't know. I really don't want to go back into retail because it's just the drama from retail gets on my nerves.
yeah,
Like I've had last week was not a great week for me.
oh yeah,
Yeah. It's like my whole world came crashing down when I found out, oh, we're having to let you go.
Oh,
yeah.
at
It
the
sucks,
job,
man.
Yeah.
yeah, that sucks. Yeah,
Hey, I know what
Yeah.
that's like though.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah. Hey, I'll actually be right back for a moment. If anybody's backstage, just if they say anything, just let them know I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, last time we talked, Lady M was like last year, I think.
Yeah, it was. It's been a while.
For some reason, Larry thought when I was talking about a girl named Lady, he thought I was talking about AM Life, but I was talking about a girl that I know in real life. Like, if you go by that name, Lady.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think you should say her nickname because I don't want to say her real name. That's why. It's I call people by the nicknames, so that way I don't have to say their real name. Unless their real name is the YouTube name.
Well, mine is my real name, not
Oh
the
yeah,
full name. Just I can't say my other name.
yeah.
People already know it, but it's like, okay.
Well, I'm fine with it. Like I'm actually cool with people calling me by their name. I'm actually just welcome it now. Cause I just started going by a different name on social media just because it's much easier and it's like not everybody has to know everything about you. And I tell that stuff about me on social media anyway. So
Oh, when Zach gets back, I'll let him know that Ty's here.
hi, ain't that JB Films?
Yeah, Jimbo Films.
Jimbo Films. Yeah.
Yeah, I just told him that in the private chat there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about going and doing a gaming stream sometime tonight.
Yeah, I might do a game. I like doing gaming streams. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy gaming. It's just fun to me. If I'm
Yeah,
not streaming
not
it,
a cheap hobby anymore.
yeah. Because I was playing Street Fighter 5 on the PS4. So I wasn't streaming it. I was just
I heard that game wasn't good.
yeah. Usually most games I stream is like probably wrestling games and UFC games. But I do stream Mortal Kombat. I streamed Mortal Kombat at one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like Mortal Kombat. It's fun.
So the new Mission Impossible trailer came out today.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't know they were even making another one.
Yeah, Final Reckoning comes out May 23rd.
Is
Is
that
this the final?
is that the one they're doing in 2 parts?
They already finished the first part.
Okay.
The second part will be most likely, well, it's coming out very soon in a month and a half. And then it'll be out on DVD like September or something.
Yeah.
I do like physical copies. For some reason, it brings me joy having the physical copy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I enjoy just buying a DVD and just being happy that I got a DVD. I mean, I think it brings me joy. I think I already said that. Sometimes I repeat myself sometimes.
Oh, Ty was backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still there?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll probably join in a second.
All right. Yeah, I'm here, Ty, when you're ready.
Yeah, I like collecting games too, but I'm probably going to go digital now because of the fact that
All right,
paying
there's
for
Ty.
games now, the
Hey.
physical media.
Well,
Oh, hey,
Hey,
what's
what's
up,
up?
Ty?
all right. Well, I guess I have to address my Larry situation on this thing here. Well,
Go for it.
as we can see, what is this? What is this book here?
Holy Bible.
It's the Bible.
This is my personal copy. We're going to go through every book in the Bible and discuss what is the rating. Because, like it or not, Larry, the Bible is our rating.
Yep.
Okay, so Genesis, R rated. Because I don't think that Adam and Eve, walked around with leaves on their private parts, did they? Like in some depictions. Nope. Adam and Eve were naked, and that Larry, that means we got to see Eve's boobies, and we got to see Eve's vagina and her butt and Adam's dick. They didn't walk around with leaves, so that's R-rated, Larry. I highly doubt Cain killed people, killed his brother just by touching him and giving him a nice big, I love you, you love me, we're all a happy family. No, he bashed his brother in the head with a rock. That's pretty R-rated, right?
Yep.
David. What did David do? He killed a guy with a rock, a giant nonetheless, and threw a rock at him. And then David cheated on his wife. Before that, we had Abraham, who tried to kill his son. We also had God flood the entire earth and drown people. So that's all pretty R-rated, right, Larry? Let's see. Exodus. I don't know. Some of those depictions of slavery is pretty R-rated, Larry. Numbers? Yeah, there's some... Larry, in essence, this book that I have right here, that me and all Christians is our holy gospel that we follow, is an R-rated book. The rating system is just a rating system that it's like, yeah, it's so that parents know, so children cannot watch this. Larry, are you a child? Because you sure act like one sometimes. You act like a man-child crybaby sometimes, to the point where Batman would probably break his number one rule just to take you out. Also, explain this one to me, because you've never been able to give me a direct answer, as I have my camera on here. Why is it that, keep in mind, Christians back in the day, as we've pointed out many times to you, but you never were able to give an answer. Christians back in the day watched the Circus Maximus, where they literally got to see people get murdered. Because Colosseum, chariot races weren't exactly like football that we watch, now. It was pretty violent and everything else. The Colosseum wasn't sunshine and rainbows. We actually got to see people get murdered, people getting into fights with tigers and elephants sometimes. We actually got to see sea battles and people die. So,
I know.
Yeah. So, yes. How is it then, Larry, that's okay when Christians watch that back in the day, but R-rated movies are bad? And yeah, I agree with Zach, and probably a lot of people here, that it depends on the R-rated movie. For instance, I don't really want to watch the X movies. I agree with Zach on, or a Serbian film, or The Human Centipede, or I don't really want to watch, stuff like Cannibal Holocaust, where I can actually see real life turtles get murdered. I don't want to see that. So, but then keep in mind too, the fairy tales were written by Christian authors. Pretty violent, right? I mean,
Yep.
The original fairy tales were pretty violent because I think I've told you guys what the original line is in Little Red Riding Hood, right? Because Little Red the wolf was a actual human. Modern depictions depict it as a wolf, like the animal. wolf indicates predator, as in sexual predator. So the original line in the original fairy tale, keep in mind, like Little Red Riding Hood is like maybe about 10 years old. The original line, if we really want to go here, Larry, is take your clothes off, my dear, and come to bed with me. Yeah. Written by Christian authors to teach children, don't talk to strangers.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I guess Leon and Lady M Light had to go.
all right. And then we also have, Larry, so you said G-rated movies are okay, right? Well, Planet of the Apes, a movie where you get to see Charlton Heston's butt, you get to see three dudes' butts, so nudity, Larry. You literally get to see Charlton Heston as he finds out that that he's been on Earth the whole time. He damns them all to hell. So there's a curse word, and if you indicate hell as a curse word, then there's another curse word, even though hell is mentioned multiple times in the Bible. So, and even Jesus said hell at some point too. So therefore, if Jesus said it, I argue that it cannot be a curse. And also, you get to see a guy's aftermath surgery of how he got lobotomized because he was brain dead. And that movie's rated G.
Yeah.
Larry, I asked you a question. Is Jaws okay? Because Jaws is PG-13. We get to see boobies in Jaws. And we get to see a full frontal in Jaws. I mean, and you get to see a guy's leg float down, bloody and everything. I mean, you get to see a guy get eaten in half. That movie's rated PG, Larry. Also, by the whole thing about saying the Lord's name in vain, dude, G-rated movies do that. Herbie Fully Loaded does that. Cole has disproven you on that how there's multiple movies that are PG that use the Lord's name in vain, which, yeah, as a Christian, I don't like that, but I put my big boy pants on and I move on with my life. So if you are the reason why that AI guy who did the video on you called you a fake Christian, you want to know why he did that? Not to attack you. It's because Christians, you're doing your Christianity crusade wrong. Your goal as a Christian is to lead people to faith, not influence people to faith, and you're influencing people to faith, which nobody is going to be a Christian to you if you're an influencer. You should be a leadership to faith, not an influencer. So maybe you should actually study the great book some more and actually become a real Christian, as some people say. So, Larry, all I'm going to sit there and say is, yeah, this might be the final straw, but if you're going to continue to make videos, doing all this, I mean, I think that Brian even has a video on you coming up. So, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of those cases where, guess what? If you're going to sit there and continue to do this, then guess what? Attack. And we're going to, at the end of the day, either you're going to have to wave the white flag, because I'm not waving it. I don't think Brian and Zach are going to wave it, right?
Nope.
So,
hey, what's up, prison meddler?
So yes. So I want you to answer those questions in your little 2-hour or 4-hour plus video response you're going to do to this whole thing.
He's going to do a response. It's known. If he doesn't, just wait. It's going to happen eventually.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, I want to, when your 4-hour plus response to this, which I want to see you bring up these questions. Why was it okay for Christians back in the day to watch the Colosseum? And if you say they didn't, bullshit.
Right.
Um,
What's going on, J Dog?
and keep in mind too, you want to know the harsh reality too? That's really dark here, Larry. Crucifixions were considered a form of entertainment at that time. Because it wasn't too long ago because where Christians in the Bible Belt of the United States of America actually would witness public execution where they would literally get to see a guy get electrocuted to death or hanged. Because the last hanging right here in Kansas was in 1958. I mean, it wasn't too long ago before there was we got to see public executions, and all those guys were Christians, but it was okay because, those guys were, murderers and, all sorts of other evil acts. So my thing is, Larry, before you start saying Christians should not watch R-rated movies, you might want to look at history first. And if you're going to sit there and say you shouldn't look at history, then guess what? The Bible is history. And there was a lot of R-rated stuff that happened in this book. As someone who wants to get involved with movies and everything and make movies, I would love to adapt all the stories in this book. However, I know that some of it is probably going to be a little R-rated material. So, because people get stoned to death in the Bible and all this other stuff, Larry. So do you really, Larry, want to add anything? Because you're obviously chickening out to not even be here. Because we know what you are. You're a bitch. And guess what?
Yep.
Go ahead and call me a fake Christian if you're going to sit there and say because I swore. Well, guess what? I'll answer to it for God, and I'm comfortable with that. So, Larry, do you really want to go here? Because you started a war you can't win. And if this endless crusade, either you're going to have to wave the white flag, or we're just going to continue to make the videos. And you know what? Go ahead, make my day.
Yep.
So, yeah. Do we need to go through any of the other books? Do we need to go through the other stories in the Bible? Do you think Larry will get it through his thin skull?
I have no idea.
Who knows? But you did give him a proper roast.
No, but
Oh,
I think he's trapping his whole mindset.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's just do this one here. Revelations. That's pretty R-rated, right? Unless you're not worthy of God's love, you will all die in a fiery death. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't want to get burned to death. Do you?
Nope.
No.
Exactly. And so yes, Larry, there are many stories in this great book that are R-rated. And guess what? I don't know. I would love to see you do this and debunk me on how these stories are R-rated. And we'll go through, and then we'll do another video saying, look at the actual rating boards, because I don't know, Zach and Brian, and if they show boobies in a movie, that's G-rated, right? Totally, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And if we get to see whoever they casted as Adam, we get to see his ding dong. That's G-rated, right? Because they didn't.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know, Larry. Go ahead. If you really people have tried with you. But, part of being a good Christian is also keeping your word. And from all I've heard through the grapevines of things, you have not kept your word. That itself is a sin. And guess what? Before you even sit there and say the reason why, because I know your tactics, Larry. You're going to sit there and say, well, using the Lord's name in vain, that's blasphemy. It's in context, usually. Now, if it's I don't like it as a Christian when obviously they say the Lord's name in vain, but it's more of a curse. That itself, it's a sin, but that's not blasphemy. Of course, as I get a phone call.
Oh, take your time.
No, I just hit decline. That itself is not blasphemy. True blasphemy is denying God, but then feeling absolute no remorse after doing it. That is blasphemy. And God understands. I think God understands too that a movie is a movie, and plus you're also a hypocrite too, because from what I understand, you play M-rated video games. To some extent, I can understand Grand Theft Auto, but also it's escapism. It's meant to be fun, entertainment, and honestly, I will sit there and say this: what I'm going to say is this too, that sometimes like a game like Grand Theft Auto can be good for someone. As someone who I've heard as a friend of mine, that was a good relief for him because he had sick thoughts and he imagined, he used the video games to basically execute his thoughts rather than actually doing it. So I would argue that that's good because you do stuff in video game world. Yeah, you get punished, but you don't. You just die and you come back to life. If you do something like that in the real world, you go to jail for 50 plus years or 100 years. So
yeah, exactly.
If you're going to be the type of guy that you're going to sit there and say violent video games influence you to be evil, guns don't make people evil. It's the individuals involved that make people. It's the individual. The gun doesn't cause the crime. If you pull the trigger, you committed the crime, Larry. If you're going to ever sit there and say that, I will debunk you and I will school you on that. And go ahead and call me a cyber bully, because words are worthless sometimes. Go ahead and call me a cyber bully. I don't. In the words of Clark Gable, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. All right. If you really want to see me roast the ever, I'll be nice. I'll use the Roman term, Larry, just for you, since you're going to sit there and say I cursed. If you really want to bring it on, I'll roast the ever living Hades out of you, and you're going to get schooled, and you better, I might even have and if you really want something here, I can have a very special friend of ours who's in the chat, who's an incredible guitar player. Yeah. We can even have him dedicate a psalm just for you. We can have him play Metallica for you. The entire Unforgiven trilogy just for you, as he shows clips of your videos. I dub the Unforgiven. So do we really want to go here, Larry? Because, hey, guess what? You should also be thanking us, too. Because we've honestly given you... When somebody even makes a hate video about you, or even anything else, you know what you do? Say thank you. And if you ever do anything like
Yep.
this again, if you ever do anything like this, like make a video comment to the three of us, meaning me, Brian, and Zach, we'll just be reacting to our own hate video, right, Zach?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right, Brian?
That's funny, Person Meddler.
Right, Brian?
I don't think Brian's there.
Yeah. Well, we'll be like come on, we'll just be reacting to our own hate video.
Yep.
And by the way, the only reason I'm late is I had a sale and the guy didn't show up.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's okay. Somebody else is late too.
yeah. So yeah, the only reason, and then I decided to leave early because there was a popo there.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this today. Like,
Yeah.
so yes, Larry, you're a coward because you didn't show up.
Yeah.
If I can here, let me see if I can do this. Let's see if Larry gets this message.
Okay.
If I can. No, I can't change my name. All right, Zach, we'll do it this way. Show people my comment here. That's going to come up here shortly. Larry, since you're a coward and you didn't decide to show up, I'm going to send you a message here on what you are.
Wow.
So did you see that, Larry? Snip, snip. Go. All right. So do you really want to go here?
Oh,
I don't think so, Larry. Is there anything we all want to add?
but yeah, I think that was pretty well said. I mean, I think you summed it up pretty well.
Hey, sorry for the long wait.
Oh, you're fine, Brian.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to get going. There was a wait, what?
Because you weren't talking. It's just a troll account.
Okay.
It's just a troll account.
And I heard
Hey.
a certain somebody was in here. Okay.
Yeah, Umbrella shared it with me.
And I heard a certain somebody was in here.
Oh, give me a second. I've got the.
Yeah, Umbrella shared it.
Yeah. I was in the chat, but I got timed out for some strange reason.
Yeah, I don't know who did that. I don't know who timed you out.
On both of my accounts, but. Because I didn't do anything, so. I asked how he was doing in the chat.
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you?
Not too great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching from the outside, so.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh,
yeah, Kevin, did you
Because
want
of
to
me
say
making those
about?
2 videos on her just really infuriated some trolls.
I guess so.
Well, guess what, Rachel Ziegler? You know
So
you know what Rachel. Do you guys know what Rachel Ziegler is? Huh?
What's that?
What?
A boner killer.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter how hard it is. As soon as you see Rachel Ziegler, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to. um, and plus, remember, you get called racist if you say this. Though you're not Snow White, you're Snow Brown because Germans are white. Yes, there probably were black Germans, but when it is literally described in the book that someone's skin is as white as snow, that's not racist. That's literally how she described in the book. So that
Oh my god. No, it really wasn't powerful, Anthony Studios.
No, it is not.
Yeah, and then Creative Genius and Trans Unite want to fucking defend the film and say, "Oh, it's the best thing ever."
Well, I can take a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take a butcher's word for it. And guess what? Apparently somebody wants to take Funny Guy's underwear off.
I saw.
So, I mean, that's pretty funny, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe wait? We've never even seen Funny Guy's face. How do you know he wears underwear?
Oh, I've seen what he looks like. So
Thanks, Zach. That's not the point.
well, okay. Never mind.
Maybe I mean, guys can't see under. Yeah, I shouldn't see underneath my clothes. Maybe I'm not wearing any underwear today. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
And you guys can.
That would be bad for his meddler.
But apparently Tarzan is racist now too.
Oh god.
Even though it's not, it's Tarzan. Tarzan literally is a guy in the books who has to constantly prove himself to be a better. He has to push himself to the limits, Like Tarzan literally fought dinosaurs in the books. So, but no, Larry, what? And I'm going to bring up another point here too that I just remembered. Hey Brian, there's a troll comment for you that you need to roast.
Drunk Elmo. What the fuck, dude?
How
about you shove your own poop right up your ass?
Hold on. Elmo wants Coors. Elmo wants Budweiser. Give Elmo beer now. To be fair, I actually would like to. That would actually be a funny skit. I want to see that drunk Elmo, right?
Yes.
So, but my thing is, Larry, what is with this whole thing about attacking people just because they don't agree with you? And plus, I'll mention someone here. He's going to remain nameless, but all of us are going to know who you're talking about, and out of the respect I have for him, I'm not going to mention his name. But what gives you the right, for somebody who's going through an actual addiction, what gives you the right to send him inappropriate pictures?
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
going to remain nameless out of respect. But what gives you that right?
Doing one thing now.
And what did you send him? Because that's going to be a question I want to ask you directly. And if you sent him somebody who's going through an addiction of things that are going to trigger his addiction, then Larry, that's Satan behavior.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So you have a lot of explaining to do in your little video that you're going to make. And Brian needs to address another comment here.
Same goes to you, Joe Hall. Same goes to you.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Nobody
Hey, Joe
cares.
Hall. Hey, Joe Hall. Do you want to meet me outside in the hall? And I could show you what I could do.
Oh, God.
Because let's see, I got Smith and Wesson. I got a baseball bat. I got a pretty good sized machete. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and say I'm threatening you, like, dude, you're making a troll account to troll us. We're just having fun with you. You can sit and notice the tone of voice, but then again, people don't understand sarcasm anymore.
People don't understand jokes either.
Right.
Yep. So, Larry, I can't wait for your video. I'm gonna count the milliseconds. Okay? Because as soon as you make it, we're not gonna watch it. We're gonna do a live reaction to your own hate video, just the three of us, right? Right, guys?
Sure, why
Yep.
not?
So,
As long as I'm available, yeah.
well, no, we'll wait for you. What?
You're trans.
Trans night. Uh-huh.
Wait, so
I
you
think
want
he would-
to you want to challenge him to a penal fight? How would that work, dude? If you're trans, because you don't have one. I mean, you have balls, but you shrunk them down because you took your hormones down. So
Honestly, let's give these people what they want. If they want a panel fight, then let them come in.
oh, and by the way, guess what? If you make a video about me like you're doing with Fabio, go ahead. Because guess what? Remember what Kid Rock said, guys?
About what?
Oh, just about like when people tried to cancel him. You to the woke motherfucker that tried to cancel me. Kiss these.
Yeah.
So
I'm
go
not
ahead.
a fan of Kid Rock, but hey, more power to you.
Well, I'm not really much fan of him either. I just thought that was funny what he said,
Oh yeah.
But so, Larry, and by the way, I want to know something too. How does Van Halen suck?
Right?
Like, how in the world does one of the greatest guitar players of all time, a guy who transformed the guitar, like literally transformed the guitar into the instrument that you, with some of the bands that you like, you're talking about a guitar player who influenced everybody after him. How does Van Halen suck? Like, if you're just saying that just to troll, okay, haha, very funny. But I'm generally want to know that. How does Van Halen suck?
You see that, right, Zach?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good, Andrew.
Oh, hey. Hey, Zach, I heard a rumor, though.
Yeah.
Larry, when you're doing an emoji with Larry, an eggplant's not big enough. You have to use a period.
Wow.
Ain't even that's too
I
small.
don't even know too bad for Xbox, honestly. I only encountered him one time and I didn't like the stuff he was saying, so I left him alone.
So, what? Oh, and Trans, I have a question. Why are you going after Fabio? And and if Creative Genius is in the chat too, because
Yeah,
I don't know, you're not much of a genius, are you?
Not really.
I mean, sometimes I think that when you were born, God gave you manure for brains. And do I have to tell you what manure is, there, buddy? Shit. So guess what? Because you like to call yourself creative genius, you're not a genius. What do you guys think? Is that a new nickname for him? Shit brain.
Sure.
Mhm.
Oh, what the heck?
Whatever.
Well, to be fair, you have an image of Eric Cartman, and Eric Cartman would sit there and say, probably tell you, you go give me a chicken and make it gay, or something like that to you, because I think Eric Cartman, wouldn't even make fun of you because he just hates everybody, but you're just a dumbass little troll. So I think everybody's pretty much said their piece and about it. I can't wait to see Brian's video about the real reason why.
Oh yeah, there will be a reason why on that.
Yeah, I
Why
already covered my piece earlier, so.
Mm-hmm. And Larry, people have tried to help you, and it's just sad. It's generally sad that you can't do this, and you can't be a better person. Because I don't want to see you become a laughing stock on the internet, because you're on the verge of becoming an incel. Okay. If he isn't already, right?
I guess.
I mean, and maybe I'm going to sit there and say this as someone who grew up Baptist. My dad was Baptist, mom was Catholic. No wonder they got a divorce.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem is maybe if you are a Baptist, then maybe you should look at that religion and see if you truly agree with it eternally, not what you were told by fellow Baptists. Because
Yep.
And that's the other thing too. You're how old and you still listen to what your adopted mom said? I don't know if she's still alive. If not, I'm sorry. But you still listen to what your mom said? Like, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I still listen to my mom because I still live with her, but like, I also am my own person too,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I understand it if you still live with him, and it's like it's kind of a weird scenario about listening to him. But Brian, I think he had to go. But yeah, it's like you're your own person, dude. Like,
What
grow
do
up
you
your.
want?
I mean, you still live with your mom, Brian. Do you listen to everything she says? Like if she didn't want you to watch a movie, like you're gonna watch the movie. Like she doesn't. She knows that you're an adult now.
She doesn't care.
Exactly. I mean, she might prefer you not watch corn, but
Yeah.
Larry, the thing. No, my mom doesn't care. Like she sits there, probably says she would say, "I prefer I don't watch it," but she sits there and says, "You're an adult. I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot watch." I mean, so and
That's good, Minotaur.
yeah.
From Tangled.
So like,
My answer is going to have to be no, Jace Jasani.
so I just and yeah. So I generally just want to know a lot of this stuff. Like, what's with you? Why do you want to attack people, Larry? Because Christianity is about spreading the love of Jesus, and you're the real reason why a lot of Christians are leaving the faith because Christians are about spreading love and the love of Jesus and God. But when you spread the hatred that you're doing, oh, you can't do this because Christianity. Yeah, I get that as a Christian, but at the end of the day, Larry, you should sit there and tell somebody if you don't agree with them, because what Jesus would probably tell you? Don't sit there and cast somebody out unless they are fundamentally disloyal to your Christian beliefs. Then cast them out. But always give them friendship and lead by example. Right? So, Larry,
Yes, exactly.
if you're gonna sit there school Bible on me, I will sit there and debunk you. And guess what? I will talk very slowly so that you can understand. I
The
will not
words that are
talk.
coming out of my mouth.
I will not talk as fast as Ben Shapiro so you can understand what I am saying. And to be fair, Ben Shapiro is a Jew, so. And there's nothing wrong with that. I respect all religions because, Larry, as a Christian, you should respect all religions and make them show your leadership to Christ, because you're not a leader. You're not a leader. You're a follower of Christ. That's it. You're not a leadership of Christ. There's many different roles in that. I could really. This is why, Larry, if you really want to, the invitation is yours. I will have an open debate about this with you. Okay?
Yep, and I would join on that too.
I would third that. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Freaking phone number's calling me.
Oh, you're fine.
It's that important, leave a message. Oh, this is just Sony, guys, just trying to get under my skin, but it ain't working.
Right.
All right. Well,
How is he a racist?
Okay. How am I racist? What proof do you have?
well, I'm well. I'm racist towards idiots that call Brian racist.
Yep.
I'm allergic to bullshittery.
Well, Zach, aren't you racist towards those people that call Brian racist?
Yep. Like creative genius.
Oh,
Wait, he says
I
the N
said
word? When was that?
nincompoop. You know what nincompoop means, right?
I said, I could say the N word too. Hey, neighbor.
Hey, Nichols.
Let's
There you
see.
go.
Let's see. Hey, Niven.
Hey, Nick.
I have to get off the stream, dude.
No, I don't.
Oh, look what is he spelling? He's spelling jn. What's a janig?
Where's the
Finish
mods
it.
at?
What's a janig? Okay, he spelled.
He spelled
Well,
it with an A, but still.
Yeah, I can't. I was gonna say I can't finish that because then I'm actually good.
You're gonna pull a Larry.
Yeah,
You
no, actually,
apparently just said it, Jasoni. You apparently proved our point that the tables have turned and you
to be
have
fair,
said the N word.
well, to be fair, no, he added a J at the beginning, so it's not technically the N word, right?
That's true.
So he's put, but I'm not gonna sit there and finish that
Nope.
because if I say that, then Zach, I'm gonna accidentally say the N word again. That was an
Yeah.
accident.
Right. And I don't want to have to privatize another stream.
Yeah, we don't want to privatize this one because that one was an accident. See,
Oh, yeah.
hey, Brian, be honest. Am I racist because I accidentally said the N word because I was making fun of a troll?
No.
Because it was an accident.
Yes, it was an accident.
Unlike Larry, who just says the N word. What up, my N?
Yep.
Yeah, he literally said it. And if people want to be so disillusioned to believe that he didn't, then that's their problem.
No, that's the other thing. Larry, you defend saying the N word. Like,
Yep.
How did I say it? I just said N. I did not say the word.
Right.
oh, now he wants you to say it now.
Nope. That's why these trolls are trying to be provoking, but it's just not working.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Before you call somebody else an asshole, maybe you should check to see if you have one.
Oh, I said something bad, and now I have to suffer the consequences. Wah!
Where have I heard that one before?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other thing. It's like,
What?
Oh my gosh.
it's I don't know. Well, I see. I'm subscribed to Brian's private OnlyFans, and it's the biggest in the world. And you can't have access to that because only special Brian friends have that access, right, Brian?
Yes, you do.
gosh.
Man, it's very windy out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's windy where I'm at right now, but I'm inside, so yeah. Better not blow my house away like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we could go on and everything, but like, I think all of us have said their piece about Larry. So
Yeah.
I've said some of it, but I haven't said it all.
yeah, well, you got a video coming.
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna say it.
Well, one of my issues with Larry is basically how, like, like I said before, I don't care if he doesn't want to watch R-rated movies, but if if he asked me, for instance, what are your favorite movies from this genre, and I name some, and one of those movies is rated R, and he would say like, oh well, I like all of them except that one because that one's rated R. So you just can't avoid it.
Well,
Well, go for it, just Sony. Be my guest. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings at the end of the day. And at the end of the day,
well, if he does that, then Brian, you know what to do, right? React to your own hate video. React to your own
Yeah.
hate video.
Wah. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Oh, all right.
Well, if you do that, then Brian can sue.
I will sue you. And I'll report it to YouTube. You know what? As proof, I believe I saved that screenshot.
There you go. Music guy? What?
What?
All right. Well,
Well, just Sony's really trying to go after me, I see.
all right. Well, hey, I think it's a good time to end it. What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, I would agree.
Because we've said our
Yeah.
piece. But hey,
So,
Jasoni, I love you.
I love you.
all right. Well, I'll go ahead and stop harassing Jay Cena.
Well, John Cena. To be fair, it's John Cena. Everybody deserves to harass Captain China. So I'll see you guys.
All
All
right.
right, see you.
All right. Well, I guess I'll call it a stream. So.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to be
Larry-
doing a gaming stream pretty soon anyway.
All right. I'll see you, Brian.
All right, see you.
Okay, so I might as well give my final word. So, Larry, this is only constructive criticism, what we're giving here, so just please keep that in mind. Hopefully you could learn a thing or two from this, so. But I don't want to do any more responses to you, all right? So, I guess that'll be it for the stream, so thank you everyone for joining in, so you all have a good one. Take care.